Okay, I have the Little Green ProHeat vacuum cleaner. It's great for cleaning carpets, but unfortunately on mine, if you take a look, there's a big gaping hole in the vacuum hose. It looks like to me when I was checking other people with this issue, a lot of them happen right here. I think it's just because, you know, when it's in rest, it stays like this position for so long, and when you straighten out, it's the weak point where it breaks. So anyway, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be replacing this piece in the hose to try to get it to work again. The first thing I'm going to do is take off both of our water tanks, our dirty and our clean. Put those off to the side. And then we're going to flip this over. We're going to take off these 3 screws right here. Okay, I can also take this opportunity to clean this up a little bit. Okay, so now we should be able to take off the hose. There we go, gotta give it a pop. Okay, now it's still connected because there is a hose in there. Okay, so now we can take off these screws as well, holding in the trays on each side. That was the clean side, now the dirty side. Okay, you can take this one off. This one off. It's also a good opportunity once you have it off to give it a nice rub down. This looks like some sort of water pump, and I can see right there, this is where the hose is connected from this water pump. So it wraps around through there. So in order to take this full thing off, we're going to have to disconnect this hose clamp. And I really want you to take a close look. Here is the vacuum hose. It leads up. It's still connected slightly because the hose goes from here, and this is like the water hose. Connects in here, goes underneath the central part, and then it connects right there. And that little piece of metal that you see there is a hose clamp. And I'm going to try to take that hose clamp off so I can disconnect everything. Okay, so you can see that clamp over there, and we're really not going to be able to reach it really well unless we loosen the water pump. Okay, now this pump is a little bit loose. We can manipulate it a little bit.
I actually found it easiest to pry off the hose with a flathead screwdriver off the pump.
There we go. Okay, so that should mean I should be able to get this old one out of here. Okay, and I lost the clamp somewhere, so I want to fish that back out and use it for the new one. So here's the old broken hose. I want to keep the attachment there. So this is the part I don't need anymore.
Now let's fish out that hose ring.
Spent way more time than I would have liked fishing the clamp out because I wasn't careful when I pulled it out. Now we want to take a look at our replacement part and start to get this installed. So the hose does feel a little bit more flexy, like it would be less likely to tear like that. However, it's not clear like the other one, which was nice to see what was getting sucked up as it was being done. But I'd rather it work than look nice. So let's start reattaching things. Okay, first thing is going to be our hose. Okay, so it looks like I might be missing some pieces here. Maybe still some stuff attached to the old one. Okay.
And there was, on the original there is a mounting bracket that was still attached, but with 2 screws, we can transfer that over to our new part.
Okay. Now that we got that bracket in, we can start attaching this for real. Okay, so remember I wanted to snap that in. Okay, the hose is in. I'm gonna have to snake it over to our pump over here. I also want to make sure I get the hose clamp over here. And we should be able to position our pump. Okay. So I am going to shove our hose back on. Our new hose. Okay, I want to get that on really good. And then this hose clamp is going to keep it in place. And you just squeeze these two tabs to loosen it a little bit to get it over the nub. Okay. And that should be good, not go anywhere. All right, let's see if we can get it back in place. Okay, so vacuum connected, hose clamp on.
I noticed that the small water hose was a bit longer than it really needed to be, and I wasn't paying close attention to how the original one was routed before I yanked it out. But I think the important thing is going to be to make sure that the water hose isn't kinked anywhere, and I did this by pushing my water line up a bit into the middle section to house the excess water line length, and that seemed to do the trick.
That looks good, no crimps there. It goes up there, the other one goes underneath it. Okay, I'm going to screw back in the water pump. All right, the heat side
That the clean water sits in goes right over the water pump here.
Okay, make sure you still have your gasket in there. Should be right before you put that tray in. And we need to screw this back in. Okay, now we do the dirty side. Okay, we got the clean water here. And we got our dirty one, but I might as well empty this dirty one out before I put it back. There we go. Slimy, yet satisfying. Okay. All right, so that's attached. Let's get our brush attachment to our new hose. Okay, looks good here. So comparing it to the original, it's a more flexible hose, which hopefully makes it more durable. Button's a different color. Aside from that, everything looks pretty much the same. Like this. Okay, now we need to do a quick test run. All right, repair complete. It works. We got a good suction on the hose, and everything seemed to fit.